Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Don't be afraid to talk it out. Now, this is very important. Now, look, let's be real. One thing about me, right? People see me as a dating coach and all of that, but no, I don't argue with people, but my thing ain't about pickup. My thing is about self-development for men to have the type of relationships that they want. Now, if they want, to have a ton of women, hey, got the skill set for it, giving you the skill set for it. If you're the type of man who just want that one quality woman, which I promote anyway, having quality over quantity, hey, I'm telling you that too. But whatever the case, there's still relationships. You're still relating. Whether, you got a harem or you just got that one special one that's really supporting you. But regardless of what you do, you still got to communicate. Y'all got to talk. I don't care what your bait was, you got to talk to them. And then while you dealing in a relationship, whether it's just friends with benefits or something long term, you got to talk. Because I'm going to tell you the biggest thing that hurts a couple, whether short term, whether it's just at the club, going out to the back alley with the woman, or, the big thing, the one thing is when two people don't talk. Now, the big thing is men especially, and really the women listening too, need to talk. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing that people hit me up with privately. They don't know what's going on with their mate. They'll ask me. I'm like, well, you need to ask her. Or, to the women, I say, you need to ask him. Y'all need to sit down and have a conversation. Because the real key is communication. And see, talking it out is pragmatic. Because you get to find out what's up. You need to find out what's up. You need to find out what's going on. If you have a question, ask it directly. If you thinking this person is stepping out on you or something, just get in the face. Say, look, hold up. You doing this and that. You just doing this. You got someone else? Now, this ain't going to say they going to lie. They ain't going to lie to you. But you doing your part to say, look, I'm trying to resolve this. Because I see a lot of things. I see a lot of guys miss out on a woman just because they ain't asked the right question, or get played by a woman because they ain't asked the right questions, they ain't communicate, or things they just going along and things just ain't right, but they going along with it. And like I say, that's men and women, because you ain't having that conversation. Don't be afraid to. You want to know what's up. For the guys, you don't want to waste time with the woman. For the guys, you don't want to waste time. Talk it out. Even if all you want her for is sex, at least be like, look, this is all I want. Give her a choice and stuff, but talk it out. But then if there's some problems or some issue, sit down and talk it out. Because that's the biggest thing. Because look, when you talk about relating, that's a connection. You got to relate. You got to get past just the meeting them. That's just the first part. That just opened the door. You got to sit there and interact with them, right? You got to see what's up. Because trust me, I've seen that for decades. Even before I even decided to write anything about relationships. People just didn't sit down and talk, In fact, if you talk about some people getting counseling and couples counseling, all the counselor is really doing is making them talk, opening them up. And see, here's the thing about not being afraid to talk it out. You can't be afraid of the consequences. They might say something that you're not going to like, but it's better, right? Like, I tell you what, and I've told this story before because y'all know I promote body game. And, I'm a big man, right? I never forget this woman told me straight up. She told me straight up. She said, you're handsome, but, prefer you slimmer. Prefer you lose 20 pounds. Now, some people would get mad because of it. And I actually said to her, I said, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, and then I'm going to throw your legs back. And she say she welcomes it. But you know what? I ain't bother even losing that weight, right? I ain't even bother losing that way. But me and her were cool. Me and her were cool. Cool, serious friends. And I'm going to tell you what. We were honest. We were honest about how we saw each other, because I ain't never say, but there was some things I said about her too. So we were just totally honest. So after that, it was like, well, shit, we could be cool with each other. We could hang out, everything, right? Or as hang out as much as I would with somebody I wasn't having sex with, But, I was like, oh, okay. It was cool, and you didn't have that tension. I wasn't in the situation one day, okay, what's this person trying to do with me? Because what if she was that type of woman? What if she was that type of woman who, said, well, I ain't that attracted to him, but, I know he's making a little bit of money. Let me get it out of him. That's some bullshit. And shoot, I've been that way with other women. There's some sex I've actually missed because I told the woman, you know what? All I would want to really do with you is have sex. Now, I know some guys will be like, oh, you should have lied. It's like, no. I got an abundance mentality, so I always knew. I wanted to know what's up. Because the one thing I would say a woman can't really say about me or would have trouble saying is that I was dishonest with them. I always tell women where I'm at, I always tell them, I always tell them. Now, the only time I wouldn't tell them is if, for whatever reason, I'm still trying to think where I want to go. But once I decide where I want to go, then I'm just like, you know what? This ain't going to work out. I've actually told women that, you know what? We ain't really compatible. It's tough, and some people say, oh, you should lie. No. You tell them what's up, and then my thing is, once you tell them what's up, and how you feel about something, then she can't come back and say you lied to her. It's like, well, I told you. I gave you a shot. And now she chooses not to say something, I can say, hey, this is it. You didn't tell me. I told you where I stood. Then she can't come back at you. I've had women I dealt with in the past. They hit me up recently, recent years and stuff, and they'd be like, yeah, you know what, Rom, you was real. You were real. And that's how you got to be. But you can't be afraid to talk it out. You can't be afraid just to share what's on your mind. Because I'm going to tell you what. The thing is, don't be caught up in just thinking, oh, well, as long as this woman giving me sex or whatever she giving you, right? You just going to let things go with the flow. Nah, No, don't do that, because the thing is, once y'all not communicate, and trust me, that can hurt you down the road. Trust me. I've seen that to happen. I've experienced that. When I'm telling y'all stuff on here, I've been through many of the bad things I've been through. So somebody ain't hit me with something new. You get some guys thinking, well, Rob, this ain't happening. Motherfucker, you went around me. I've been through the rejection, the lack of communication, all of it. Blatant lies, all of it. So I'm telling y'all stuff so you can avoid it. So the main thing is, don't be afraid just to talk it out. For whatever your intention is, or to keep things going. Seriously, you gotta do that. All right. So anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.